Welcome to Drawing Conclusions. Today we're reviewing the sci-fi thriller Annihilation, directed by Alex Garland and starring Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac, and Jennifer Jason Leigh. This is the second film directed by Garland, the first being the excellent Ex Machina.
So I didn't see this movie because it looked like something that would give me nightmares, and also because I generally don't see rated R films. So I'll just be asking Josh some questions, and he will share his impressions of the movie with us. Now, Josh, I haven't seen this movie, but I have read quite a bit about it, and I've been looking at the other reviews of it, and it's mostly, not universally, but mostly been getting rave reviews as a new classic in the sci-fi genre. Do you agree with that assessment?
No, not really. It looks like it wants to be one, but I think ultimately to me it comes up short.
So, what do you mean that it looks like it wants to be one? Are you talking about in terms of visuals?
The visual styling, some of the intensity, just the overall look and feel of the film looks like it wants to go that direction. To me, it just comes up short.
So can you explain to me why it comes up short? I know that you're a fan of the sci-fi genre,
Right.
And you enjoy films that even I can't even begin to make myself sit through, like 2001. so it's not like you don't like thinking man films or films in this genre. What is it about this film that makes it fall short from being a classic?
Well, I think the overall lack of a driving narrative to me in the movie, it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. It just seems like events and stuff happening with no connective tissue, I guess, for lack of a better term. Things connecting events to the next event. It lacks that, and it seems to try and leave so much up for audience interpretation, which is fine, but when there's nothing there that you're supposed to really look at or grab hold of, it just seems like you're just kind of left floating.
What did you feel like the movie was trying to say? Do you think it had like a theme, or what was it trying to, what was the director and the writer trying to communicate?
I have no idea. I honestly don't. I left that movie with the big WTF on my face, and I don't know what that was supposed to say. I mean, visually the movie looked outstanding. This was a fully realized world. Especially when the story gets going and they actually go into what's called the shimmer. I don't want to give too many spoilers away about that. And actually, I'm not going to give any, but that's what they call it. Anyhow, when they go inside this thing, it's pretty amazing looking. And again, harkening back to it looks like it would be a great movie. It just doesn't go anywhere.
How about in terms of the characters and the performances? Anything stand out to you in terms of the performances given by the actors or the characters? Anybody that you really connected with?
Well, the actors all turned in a good performance. everybody was solid. Jennifer Jason Leigh was probably my favorite. I think her enigmatic Dr.
Ventress.
Dr. Ventress, thank you. She was the most interesting to me. The rest of them felt, so two-dimensional, and I frankly didn't care about what happened to any of them. Even the main characters that you had a little bit more more information about them, with no real payoff at the end of the film. Again, I'm just left not caring.
So it seems like you were fairly disappointed in the movie.
Yeah, I think looking at the trailers, it looked like this would be something really, really big, really, maybe even mind-blowing. I mean, after Garland's last film, Ex Machina, I had high expectations for this one, and to me, it just didn't work.
Do you think that the plot or the themes of the movie, the things that they were trying to explore, were just things that were interesting to you, or was it just so ambiguously written that it was hard to even figure out what the heck it was trying to say?
I think the latter of your statement is the correct one. I think it was so ambiguous and vague that there weren't enough moments of things to hold on to interpret. What are you supposed to interpret? There were so many little things in it that were just like, okay, what's that supposed to mean? Without any kind of foreshadowing or payoff or anything like that. For instance, classic sci-fi 2001 Space Odyssey, the monolith shows up at every point. Even though the segments don't necessarily super connect to each other, there is that one anchor that pushes the thing forward.
Yeah. Do you think this is a movie that would improve if you watched it again and again? Like, do you think that you would enjoy it more, get more out of it?
Yeah, I can't see myself watching this again.
Yeah.
No, I don't see any reason to watch it. I mean, the tense moments that were supposed to be tense, that looked like they would be from the trailer, were not that tense. I guess there was no fear in the film because they had nothing invested in the characters in the show. And so it wasn't intense because I didn't care.
So, Josh, overall, would you recommend this movie?
If you're a hardcore science fiction fan, then maybe, but I would definitely wait till it comes to the home release. Don't waste your money or time, frankly, sitting in a theater trying to figure this one out. Beyond that, no, I wouldn't recommend the movie.
So can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration for this picture that you did for the review?
Sure. Seeing the trailer and a lot of the pre-release photos, things like that, it kind of reminded me of a graphic novel and how it had that kind of feel. So I kind of went with that really hard, dark lines, a lot of black, and doing the watercolor wet into wet. Created like a nice effect in the speed drawing to kind of make it recreate the shimmer effect in the film.
It turned out pretty cool.
Thanks.
So thank you so much for watching our review of Annihilation. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks.